Hey, how's it going? It is Rich. Welcome back to the studio. This is a drawing of Hawks and Endeavor I did a couple days ago. Posted up on my Instagram. If you aren't following me over there, go ahead and follow me over there. And if you are interested in the process of anime, manga, comics, all that stuff, and the process of making all that art, go ahead and follow me. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. I post twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. Usually, I try my best to stick to Tuesdays and Fridays. I am very busy, but I try to do what I can. And today I'm doing a turnaround of a random character's head. Just wanted to show this process and what I do, how I do it. Maybe you'll learn something. Hopefully you will blah. Cannot talk today. Hopefully you will learn something. And today's voiceover is brought to you from my car as I sit at work waiting for deliveries. So if you hear any noises in the background of that, I am in my car and there's absolutely nothing going on around me. So let's get into this. I'm using a Dr. Grip Pilot 0.5 pencil, and I think this is a Fabriano sketchbook dotted grid. Dotted grid basically means that there is grid lines there, but it's not lines, it's dotted lines. So it is less, obtrusive, less noticeable and abrasive, but it gives you something there so you know they're all kind of going in a straight line, and you can create your own perspective using these dotted lines very easily. And that's going to help us out today here working on this turnaround. So obviously I start with a circle. That's kind of the basis for any head, and I don't feel the need to draw on the eye lines and all those other proportion lines. I've got the grid here, and that's going to help me out a lot. Not to mention I draw a shit ton, so I know what I'm drawing and where everything's going to be. I'm doing some traditional drawing today. You guys voted for it. Apparently you guys love the traditional drawing more than the digital drawing, so keep that in mind. You can vote on what I do next. Go to my channel page, click on the community tab, and I always post polls after every video. So you guys wanted more dynamic anatomy and traditional art. So more traditional dynamic anatomy. That's what I'm going to be going for until the polls start saying otherwise. That's what I'm guessing you guys want to see. So I did some dynamic drawing this morning. I did this whole Deku thing, but it looked like crap from beginning to end, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't share it. It actually didn't look too terrible in the end, but it was like I was making a bunch of really terrible mistakes. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Let's talk about this, what I'm doing here. This is a little different from my usual video. I'm doing this is real speed, as opposed to the sped up stuff that I normally post. I just figured, I like the real speed videos. I just feel like I'm too slow to post them. I feel like people won't want to watch this. They'll click away and be like, this is not going fast enough for me. And I'm drawing really small, and I love noodling and doing these tiny little details. I love taking my time and doing this stuff. I don't know how fun it is for other people to watch, but there you go. We'll try this out. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the hair. Like, this is not a established character anywhere. Just doing a random guy and this turnaround. A random face. And this is I think this is stuff that you can apply to your own OCs, people don't tend to think of character sheets and turnarounds and stuff for their characters, but it's something to think about. Like, if you're designing a character, you want to know what they look like from all angles. If they're going to be in a film or animation or video game, there would be turnarounds for them. Not so much for a comic book, but comic books are sequential. You should know what's going on in this character all the way around. So I'm really just fine-tuning some of the details. Kind of hard to say what exactly I'm doing. It's, especially the smaller you work. And I'm actually working pretty small here. As you can probably tell, my whole hand's kind of
it's smaller than my hand. I'm not doing a whole 9 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 size face. This is pretty small. This is probably like 3 inches tall. And the smaller you work, the more accurate, precise you have to be. The more, every little detail matters. Just being off by a hair can make things look totally different. So it's kind of fun. It's a fun challenge to work at that small size. I actually find working too big is really annoying. Because you can be off by quite a bit, and it's like, I don't know, precision doesn't matter so much at a large size. Unless, you're working like Jono Dry, who does this hyper-realistic style. And does, like small things super blown up. Like he works on 12-foot canvases, and he works with pencil and graphite on 12-foot canvases, and he does these super, zoomed in, and it's just so much detail. Like the wrinkles on the skin, and just, his work's beautiful. I'm just saying, I cannot work at that size. That seems really annoying. Well, what doesn't make any sense is working at that size when you're doing a comic book or anime kind of style. Because it is kind of exaggerated, and you aren't going to be doing so much detail as Jono. So here I added a ridge on the nose, which is not actually accurate to the character on the other side. He doesn't have a ridge. It's a swoop. There's no bump there. And that's what that line indicates, is a bump. And I wasn't even thinking about it. I was thinking about like wrinkles in the center of the forehead or something, but it just looks like a high ridge. I do fix that eventually. So, and one of my greatest anime influences I like to throw in and combine with my work is Shinichiro Watanabe, and you guys would recognize that name from Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo is actually my favorite anime. I love that thing. I have the art book for it. It's called Battle Cry, The Art of Samurai Champloo. And I got it here. It's on my desk. It's always in front of me. It's amazing. And I love the way he draws eyes, especially Mugen. Like, he does not care about anything. And you can really see it in his eyes. Like, he's just, like, I don't even know how to put it into words, but I can put it into lines on paper, and that's what I'm doing here. I actually feel like I still can't do it right. The eyes, something about Mugen's eyes, just awesome. Really zero shits to give. It is great. So I'm trying to figure out, I use the lines. The dotted lines are super helpful. They help me make those straight lines going across. It's hard to, if I didn't draw those lines, it would be hard to figure out exactly which dotted lines I'm going to. So kind of helps just to lightly do that. I'm making some interesting shapes there with the mouth. I don't think I gave him, that lower lip has a butt. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I was really questioning this for the first minute I was doing it. I was like, man, this is not looking good. How do I do this? I was questioning myself, and I always do, but I always figure it out. I was looking at the jawline in relation to the mouth and where the chin starts, and I was like, is this enough room? It looks fine from profile, but from a straight on shot, I was really questioning it. But I think it turns out it was fine. It turned out great. I always question in the beginning. Hard part is just figuring out how wide the head is going to be when I turn it from the profile to straight on shot. I think if I started with the straight on and then went to profile, it would have been fine, but I didn't do that. Maybe I should have stuck with the ball shape, done the circle shape first. Maybe that would have been right, but I didn't do that. I wasn't thinking about it. What I usually do is I start with a parentheses. Just a slightly arced line for the sides of the face, and that's kind of why I start with that. But and like I said, when you're working small, missing small is a big deal. So you got to be pretty precise and just really can't miss by too much. Anime and manga with noses, very weird to me. I'm like, why do they only do like a line? And it's this one like, triangle for the nose, and I'm like, that's not right. That always bothered me as a kid. Because I read like American comic books, and I was like, why is it just a triangle for the nose? It doesn't make any sense. There's nostrils there, there's stuff going on. I can see it here. I'm looking at Jim Lee's art. I'm like, I don't know why they do it like that in anime. I don't know if it's just a style thing. I'm not a big fan of it. I like, there's got to be more going on with the nose. So I usually do this. I gotta have at least one nostril detailed in there, and I can throw shadow in on the other side. Gives indication of, light source, and it gives some depth to a character. I actually learned that from Jim Lee, one of his many videos. It's like I usually don't do, he said that he likes to just do one nostril and throw a shadow on one side, and it just indicates light source, and it's a great way to show depth and stuff. So I actually don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember he said that he does this, and he pointed out, and that's why I remember it, because Jim Lee said it. You listen to Jim Lee when he says stuff. So, and there you have it. Here's the final turnaround, what it looks like, and I'm just going to noodle into some little tiny details. I think I did way more rendering on the profile face. Obviously that's a lot more rendering and a lot more shading. Really unnecessary, I think, for turnarounds. But thanks for being here if you're still here, and if you are, you get these bonus clips. I did some bonus extra sketching that I incorporated in this video, so I hope you guys enjoy. And if you guys do, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, like this video, comment down below what you guys want to see next. I have a poll over on my community tab, and you guys get to vote, to determine what I post next. So I've been working a lot digitally, and you guys want to see more traditional, so here we are with traditional. You guys like dynamic anatomy and stuff. I'm going to be posting more of that stuff. Here I am sketching a mouth. I've been watching a lot of My Hero Academia, and there's that one creepy guy, Decay, turns everything to dust, and he has like dried face and like no lips. It's very cracky and stuff, and I was like, that looks interesting. I gotta draw that. So I just sketched it. So that's what you guys are gonna get here over here in the bonus section, a bunch of random sketches. Just doing a bunch of random stuff, random doodling. So I hope you guys enjoy. Maybe you guys will learn something and be like, oh, that's how he does it, or whatever. If you do learn something, let me know down below what you guys learned, what's helpful, what's not. Helps me figure out what to make as well, And that's going to be it for me. I'm just going to let this play out and bump up some music. So, thanks guys.